But now let's get into one of my favorite foundations of content marketing, and that's blogging.
Oh, blogging. It is one of those things that I'm not naturally a writer. I'm more your visual creative guy. So whenever I'm asked to write my opinions on things, it's always a challenge and can be very daunting. So not only was this interesting to research, but it's also interesting to come at it from two very different angles. Kevin has blogged and blogged frequently for quite a while, whereas I'm a little bit more of I'll drop in when I feel like it every now and again with something, but most of the time I'm the sort of person that would reshare content that I find interesting or inspiring from others, and you're going to have two very different opinions on and views on how to blog it, and none of them are wrong. And I would say take what you can from what we're going to discuss today.
No, I think that's absolutely true, and kind of as Wayne alluded to, I've been blogging probably for since about 2008. 2007.
Yes, that's a fair amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, if I probably got into the number over time, it's probably in the thousands. But before I get to that, I don't want people to think that I've written 1,000 word articles. A number of times they're really short, and sometimes they might be one paragraph with an image.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I always like to do is video.
Okay.
So I'll write a quick paragraph setting up what the video is going to be about, but I've just learned I'm a better talker than I am writer. So for the most part, if I'm going to be blogging or vlogging, it's going to be via video, and that way I feel more comfortable. I can edit that video as I'm going along, and again, my approach to it is just a little different than yours.
Yeah, and I think Wendy, our guest last week, had this very similar approach. She does an amazing job. If you have not seen, you should definitely check her out on LinkedIn. The blog tips she does daily are amazing.
They are really good and very helpful. And, again, like she said last week, video is going to be everything. So a blog doesn't have to be just written word. It can be a video. It can even be an audio clip if you can do that too. So
absolutely,
if you think about what, we talked about podcasts earlier on. Podcast is fundamentally a way to blog.
Absolutely.
At the core of it, it's just a different medium to put that
correct.
story
I mean, it's
across.
all content marketing, right? It's all about creating this content, getting it out there, and then kind of using it as the net to bring yourself in, more business.
Yeah, and the other one, again, this is it depends on what kind of business you're into. For me, as a creative person, I like the visual blogs. So I could do a blog that is purely inspirational design pieces that I've seen throughout the week. It's something easy to collate. It's easy for me to do because I'm always looking at different design aspects of whether it's a decent logo that I'm looking at, or whether it's something that just triggers a little creative juice to get flowing. I will actually start to push out visual blogs in that way, just like literally picture storyboards.
Absolutely.
I really like those. I find them helpful. It's a great way for me to work out my creative ideas. But again, being someone who doesn't feel that he can write as well as he can speak, it helps me still get content out there that's relevant with the minimal amount of writing.
The minimal amount of friction to get it out there.
Exactly.